YouTube is a very competitive place. There are new YouTube channels popping up every single day, and you perceive all of them as your primary competitors. Yet, there is a much bigger danger lurking in the shadows and stealing our views. To identify that competitor, you need to leverage the Jobs to be Done framework. Based on these two great books, Jobs to be Done framework helps you to analyze the why behind the success or failure of your content. Ask yourself, what is the job that the viewer hires me to do? To entertain? To educate? The answer will be even more nuanced than that. Let's step away from the videos for a second. You buy a cup of coffee or a tea at your local coffee shop. What is the job you're hiring that cup of warm beverage to do? To wake you up? To warm you up? To help your mental health as a break? To give you an access to the table at that coffee shop to hang out? To offer it as a thank you or a gift to someone else? From consumer to consumer, the job that cup plays will differ, and the jobs your content is hired for will be equally distinct. So what is the job your video is hired to do? Leverage this Jobs to be Done framework and write down a few reasons why you think a viewer is or should watch your content. Are you giving them a pick at a different part of the world? You are their mental health break, an entertainment, a motivational coach? Now let's think, who else or what else could address the same job? If you're a fitness creator, gyms, in-gym coaches, and dedicated workout programs are your direct competitors for the same views. If you offer a mental health break, so is the walk around the block, or a new hobby, or a therapist. Those competitors lurking in the shadows do not have to be on the same platform to compete with us for the attention of our audience. I actually think that the creators on YouTube are the least of our problem. And it's really the other content repositories like Hulu and Netflix, other activities or sources of information that are in more direct competition with us, the creators. But don't you worry, we can compete with them very effectively at that. As you shortlist the jobs your video is hired to do, ask yourself, does every upload on your channel meet that job requirements? Filter future video ideas through this framework as well to ensure the content you provide meets the expectation your viewer had when they clicked on that thumbnail. Ensure that you're the go-to source for your viewer and they won't need to rely on other platforms. And as you narrow your focus and drive content towards the Jobs to be Done framework, your monetization opportunities will improve too. Digital, physical products, or services can all be filtered through the same Jobs to be Done framework. And when you come up with a fitting product, it will be that much easier to sell to your audience since it provides more of the same value. And finally, the cherry on top of that icing on top of that cake is that your sponsorship opportunities will improve since you will be able to articulate to your brand partners why they should advertise with you. And the match in the Jobs to be Done between your content and their product will allow you to charge higher rates. And for our viewers, the fact that there's so much content out there fighting for their attention that most of is also very unorganized will put you up on the pedestal thanks to the fact that your content, your product, and your brand sponsors are all aligned around the same Jobs to be Done framework. It's a highly competitive environment, and I'm glad I can offer you some interesting tactical and strategic tools. I'll see you next Saturday. Peace.